Well, hello, man cavers. We are back with a Countach C400H. Well, this is going to be a bit of a long one, maybe. But let's see if we can get this thing at least running. Roll the credits. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. Well, here we go. So, here is our 14 horsepower Vanguard. Briggs and scrap 'em. Anyhow, we need to do a little bit of housekeeping before we just go and fire this thing off. You got to remember where you see in the video, that was sitting in grass this high for a long time. One thing with them engines is they are delicate and they don't need to be overheated. Tell you for why, several different reasons. As someone said before, the synchro shafts can play up on them, the cams can play up on them, and the valve guides can play up on them, because these have got aluminium heads, and the valve guides, what the valves go in and out of, are steel. And if they get too hot, they'll expand at different rates and the valve guides can come loose and work their way either down or normally up into the head, and then the valves don't work right. So we need to do some housekeeping. I know it might seem a bit belt and braces, but our first job really is to take this tin off, just to make sure Fluffy hadn't put a nest in there. Make sure Whiskers hadn't got in there. Do you know what I mean? We need to make sure everything's clean in them coolant fins. First order of business, I want to take out the air filter and see what that's like. Hopefully it'll be okay and there's no chew in there. Oh, they're looking alright so far. Where's the wing nut? Here we go. Here we go. Let's look at our air filter. Well, there's the air filter. Actually looking half decent. So, that's got that off. Next thing, this tin work off, and we'll see if we've got a mouse nest in there. Alright, here we go. Yeah, let's get this tin out of the way. While we're in here, we can actually lube up all the throttle linkages and choke linkage and everything else, so none of this will be in vain. A lot of you would have just chucked petrol in it and here we go. But we don't quite want to go that route of just chucking petrol in it and seeing if it fires off. Right, how do these tins come off, mister? Seems like we need a 10mm here. And we'll see if we can get him off. Now you got to remember, this is a 1997 machine, so she's what, 25 years old? Alright, there's our fuel line out of the way. Come on! Oh, that's bloody stiff. Come on! There we go. Wait, you know, there's still petrol in the damn thing, look. Would you credit that? And it smells a bit. Well, we'll poke him back up there, look. Can't believe there's still petrol in it. We've got another 10 in here for our dipstick. I don't know whether you guys want to see all this, do you? I might just forward through. Oh, will these undo? Will they buggery? Right. Cool. That one's off. There we go. Oh yeah, she's well and truly seized on there. Right, we should be able to lift this cover off now. There. So what's our twin like in there? Well, there's no fluffy nest. But there's plenty of grass and cobwebs. Oh, look at the cobwebs in there. Plus we've got these iron filings about here now. So oh, look at all them leaves down there. See, that'll all compound to the problem of overheating, which these really mustn't be overheated. So yeah, all them leaves in there. So let me fire the bad boy compressor up. We'll give that starter gear a bit of and see how we get on. Right, here we go. Let's blow this out. What? Wow, look at all that coming out of there. See all them leaves there? Come them leaves, look. There is crap everywhere in these coolant things. What the hell? Yep. Alright, them coolant fins are all clear. I think now if I can get some old grips on these and turn them out, especially with a bit of heat, then we can just thread a new bolt in. Right. Alright, let's see if we can get these studs out. Oh, they are tight. That's coming. That is coming. So's Christmas, they say, but it's coming. Cool. Cool. These are damn tight. Oh, that's just spinning on it. You will come off. You will come off there, sunshine. You will. Isn't it amazing how a little bit of heat will undo these? Yeah, absolutely amazing. That Bendix starter gear actually looks good on here as well. That don't look half chewed up. Look there. Right, that post is starting to glow cherry now. Hopefully that heat will have penetrated down in there enough. It certainly expanded it because damn no grips don't go on now. Oh, fuck on me. Wow, that amazes me. That just amazes me. How a little bit of heat and they'll just turn out. There you go, look at that. Look. A little bit of heat and it just turns right out. There we go. Drop him on the floor. No, we just got to heat this one. Screwing straight out, look. Very little twistage needed. You couldn't heat that up with the flywheel on there though, because that'd have melted the flywheel, wouldn't it? But there you go, we've got our shroud off, cleaned up. I think we need to get a bit of oil in that starter Bendix. Shall we whip the plugs out? I think we should just take the plugs out and have a look at them. And get a bit of oil in them cylinders. Right. Let's get our plugs out and have a look at them. See what they're all about. If burying in this toolbox I can find the damn socket. I think that be this one. It do be this one. Oh, fuck me, I've been in there some time. Black as your hat, look. That could just be because she's running a bit rich. Carb wants setting. Who knows? But I want to just check these plugs while we're at it. I bet you're thinking, come on, Fen, just dump some petrol in it and hit that key. But no, I would rather make sure she's suitably going to run. Here's our other plug. So let me clean these up in a wire wheel and get some oil and we'll get on. Right, we cleaned our plugs up in said wire wheel. Let's squirt a bit of oil in these plug holes. There we go. A bit in that one. Oh, that cylinder's right down, I can feel it. There we go, that one. Right, I think we need to get a set of jump leads on here and just spin it over. Oh, hang on. Starter Bendix. Right, we're turning the starter and it backs off. That's good. Right, let's get a set of jump leads. So we'll put this one on earth. We've got to touch this one on alive. Whoops, a daisy, I'm knocking you over with the jump leads, look. There we go. We'll dangle him up there so he don't touch on the ground anywhere. Right, will this thing fire over? I haven't got that dashboard in yet, but I'm hoping that'll still turn without it. Nothing. Let's cheat. Go direct on the starter wire. Wow, that turns over an absolute treat, doesn't it? Right, let's get the old plugs back in. Get all this tin work back on, because we don't need all that off now, do we? Right, I'm going to just go around all these ball joints actually, because this steering also is as stiff as heck. And there is no contact, surprisingly. Haven't put grease nipples on the kingpins, which is quite annoying, because most mowers have grease nipples around the kingpins. That linkage is quite straightforward to get to actually. Oh yeah, there it all is, all the throttle gubbins. We'll just oil them all up. That throttle's actually really free. Is the choke working? Cool. Cool. Fuck me. Well, the choke's working there, but it ain't working on the cable. Our cable's seized up, I do believe. Yeah, I think our choke cable has... hang on. No! Let's get a bit of oil on that. That's now starting to pull the choke, look. We'll put a bit of oil on this end of the cable and all. There we go. Right. I think we need to plug this dashboard back in. What I've got here. The one we've just done. Yeah, I think we need to get that plug back in. Let me get it. Right. Here's our dashboard. Let's get him plugged in. There you go, she's plugged in. And I bet you that ain't got a clip back on, is it? So I bet you all the mountains are broken. Oh, that's on. Look at that. Alright, dashboard's back in. I think we need to connect our leads up and see what we got. She ain't going to start because, like I say, there's no petrol in her at the minute, but I just want to see if we can get it turning over on the key. Let me see if I can rig some sort of battery up. Right, we're connected back up. Let's see if we've got any sort of spin over. Right, I think we can put some petrol in this and go for a start. So let's get some gasoline in her. She might take a few seconds to pump up because, as you saw in the video, there was nothing coming out of that fuel pipe, so we can assume everything's dry. Tell you what, I am going to put the air filter back in, sort of. We're going to get her back in. Alright. Now let's have a look. Just see if we can get some fire out of the old girl. We'll give her some choke. Where's my key? There's my key. Our dashboard's all lit up. Come on, girl. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight on the battery with it. Is our ignition switched on? Yes. Let's see if we can help her along a bit. I don't even know if we've got a spark, you know. Let's try our foot on that pedal. Ow! I wish we had a better our dashboard lit up. Have we even got a spark? We are piddling petrol out of the carb. Yeah, I think we're going to have a closer look again. Back in a bit, you don't want to see all this. Right, I was barking up the wrong tree. I've just took the cover off again. Took a plug out, checked on there. We have a good spark. So I think we have possibly a fueling issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off this fuel pipe to the carb and just see if there's any fuel coming out of this pipe. Oh, that pipe is bad. I think there is, you know. Come on, get that stupid clip off there. Oh, that pipe is breaking on us. Is there any fuel pumping out of this? I think so, actually. Oh, yeah. So we're pumping fuel. So I think we are going to have this carb off. I'm hoping we can get that off with that wire still on. There we go. And then I think we can just undo that backfire switch out the bottom there. There we go. Whoops, a daisy. Oh, I think we need to get over on the bench. Oh, look at the colour of that petrol. It is bright yellow. Oh, that absolutely stinks of varnish. Do you know, I think we've found the problem. Oh, that is really, really stinky. I think our problem was bad fuel in that carb. Yeah. Right. Let's get back over here on our bench and to get this thing to pieces. Oh, I still got the soldering iron there from when I did the circuit board, look. Move all that out of the way. Well, I must admit the carb's all clean inside. It's all very clean in there. I think I'm just going to blow this out with an airline and put him back together. Because I'm surprised. I was expecting to find horror stories inside that carb. But I think we may have found our problem, you know. Alright, let me get some air on. Right, we'll give him a blowout. We're just going to blow all this crap off this carb. Blow all that old fuel out. Blow the bowl out. That bowl is remarkably clean actually. I was expecting to find rust and all kinds of treasures in there. But no, we seem to be alright. So let's reassemble our carb. Our gasket is all in there in one bit still. He says as he knocks it out. There you go. Right, let's get this backfire screw back in here. There we go. Right, now let's try a start. Right. God dear me, this has taken some doing. As a nut. Bad fuel. Oh, yes. Oh, that twin is as sweet as. Well, I reckon I should get the air filter back in, see if this thing will actually move. Nah. Forget that. We'll put him in while we're running, so you guys know why I'm cheating. But it would be nice to just see if it moves backwards and forwards. Because she's running sweet as a bell. Absolutely sweet as a bell. PTO disengage in the back. And I think that's the disengage. Now I'm hoping that's just disengage. God, she was seized up. Feels like we've got some sort of drive. Now will it move? No. Go. Well, it runs, but it has a problem with the hydrostatic, which could well be why they stopped using it. So I think really, what's under there? Can we get to that axle fill under here? No, we can't, because there is here, look, there's a fill for axle oil there. Now, it could just be, hang on, what's going on here? See that? I think that's turning. Yeah, this pulley's not on, look. I don't think there is a hydro problem. Can you see that? Now you can see that better now. See, look at this fan, look. And this pulley is hot. So I'm wondering if that's just slipping on them splines and that pulley's had it. You know, I reckon that's possibly what that is. I've just pushed that down, look. I wonder if that pulley is just buggered. And this fan business, look, where none of that is. I reckon we've got to drop the trans out of this, you know, and see if we can see what's going on. I think the old girl's worth repairing. Hearing how nice the engine is, and the tyres are all hard on it. I mean, I pumped them up the other day, but they all had air in them. They weren't, none of them were dead flat. They were just low. So I think we've got sort of tyres that are holding air. That engine is just sweet as a nut. And I think our problem is that pulley, you know. I might have to see how much a new pulley is, because I reckon that's just the splines inside that pulley gone. So I reckon we've got to take that pulley off and plop a new one on. So we'll have to see how much a new pulley is. Probably only about £20, so I doubt that'll be expensive. But there we go. Sorry for such a long video. And what have I got the flash on? Flash off. Sorry for such a long video. I'm probably going to forward through a lot of that because you guys are not going to want to see it. But there we go. Sweet as a nut. It runs, and it runs really, really well. So, yeah, that engine is absolutely brilliant. So I do think maybe it's worth putting the pulley on there to get this old girl a-going, don't you? Right, that's going to be it, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Ha-ha! Lovely jubbly.